Ryan Lindell will kick it off for Buffalo. Lawrence Maroney back deep. Doubleheader to wrap off kickoff weekend 09. Off we go from Foxborough. Maroney a yard deep. Has a lot of room on the near side, and Maroney all the way out across midfield and to the 49. A huge return and an even bigger return. After 53 weeks, New England welcomes Brady back. See some new faces around Tom Brady. Chris Baker, Joey Galloway. Baker, the former Jet. Galloway with John and the Bucks last year. 52-yard kickoff return sets up Brady and the Pats at the Buffalo 49. First throw, a drop by Moss. Randy tried to catch it and go, and Brady was hit after he threw. What should we be looking for early, guys? What would you do to get Brady into the game?
Well, they went for the home run there. Tom Brady's initial read was deep down the field. The Bills did a real nice job in coverage. He came back to the check down to Randy Moss. I actually thought Tom got a little bit fast at the top of his drop, got a little bit skittish. I'm going to watch that injured leg very closely.
Fred Taylor and Sammy Morris are the two backs, and here's the former Jaguar. Fred Taylor, tackled by Posluszny, a gain of 2. Against a 4-man rush, Brady's throw is complete to Kevin Falk, who is right at the first down marker at the 39-yard line.
Brady did an outstanding job of hanging in the pocket as Chris Kelsey was bearing down on him. He waited for Falk to get open and delivered a strike.
You know, Tom Brady does more before the ball is snapped than any quarterback in the league. He's going to motion a receiver across the formation, take a look at the defense, read to clear the blocking pattern, make sure Kevin Falk gets out in the route. Tom Brady does more for this offense above the neck than most people realize.
And it seems every time there's a critical play needed, it's Kevin Falk making the grab.
Well, the Bills were concerned about Falk on third down. 58 catches last year, and already he delivers a key third down reception.
Just short, and very often you wonder if a team's going to go for it or not. Usually not with Belichick. Bills teams almost always go for 4th and 1 or 2. They went for it 22 times or more than once a game last year on 4th down.
You play to win the game, not avoid losing it. It's always been Bill's style.
This will be interesting to see who lines up at fullback.
You're right. Heath Evans used to be the guy to do that. He's no longer here. Heath Evans is off in New Orleans, so there's no true fullback on the roster. Sammy Morris will be in front of Maroney. On the quick count, it is Lawrence, and he is stopped. The Bills defense, Keith Ellison at the top of the pile, but several other Bills stopping Maroney, and the Patriots go 4 and out to start the game.
Tom Brady used the quick count right there, and Buffalo was in their stances and ready to go. They came off the ball. Take a look at it. Penetration, and that's a heck of a play by the Buffalo Bills in a short yardage situation. They answered the bell there, Jaws.
The entire right side of the Bills' defensive line got penetration in the backfield. That's the key in stopping those short yardage runs.
Out of Stanford, 3rd year, Trent Edwards takes over his own 40. Pass is knocked down immediately by Adalys Thomas and incomplete. Trent Edwards started 14 games last year. This is the offense that doesn't huddle, and for 2009's preseason, doesn't score. They didn't score once as a first offense in 15 possessions.
Well, they got some field goals, didn't they, Mike?
Yeah. with Fred Jackson to the left side. Gain about 3. Lee Bodden made the tackle. Taking the Bills offense on the bottom of the screen. Jackson becomes even more important because Marshawn Lynch has a 3-game NFL suspension. Lee Evans, Terrell Owens told us that may be as good a receiver since the Jerry Rice days he's had opposite him. That's pretty impressive. Now the offensive line, 77. Bell, the left guard, 67. And then the right guard, Wood. Those 3 guys, their first ever NFL game. Five receivers in the pattern. A flag down as he throws and is caught by Josh Reed for the first down. Let's check the flag.
Well, in the first 3rd and long situation, the Bills' inexperienced offensive line was outstanding.
Illegal formation, offense. Number 77 was not on the line of scrimmage. 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
77's one of those new guys, the left tackle Demetrius Bell.
It's too bad. Negates a big gain to Josh Reed. The Patriots played a lot of 2 deep last year against Buffalo. They're going to play 2 deep with man-to-man underneath. And you'll see Edwards drop back to pass with a nice clean pocket. And Josh Reed beat Jonathan Wilhite right down the seam. Very critical error there by the Buffalo Bills.
Penalty makes it 3rd and 12. Edwards tries to get it to Jackson, who couldn't squeeze it in. As Tully Banta-Cain was chasing in coverage. The Bills go 3 and out.
Once again, the Bills' offensive line did hold up against that Patriots pass rush. It was a 4-man rush. Trent Edwards moved up in the pocket. He had Fred Jackson on a little crossing route underneath. Couldn't hold on. It would have been a first down for the Bills. It's going to be hard enough beating the Patriots by yourself, but if you beat yourself, it's going to be even tougher.
Wes Welker back to get the kick of 2-time Pro Bowler Brian Moorman. A 54-yard punt. Welker returns it for about 8. Patriots will take over at their own 16. Lawrence Maroney starts this drive with a good run. 11 first down yards to the 28. Leonis McKelvin the tackle. The New England Patriots run more draw plays than any team in the National Football League. They spread you out and create space, and this is what Lawrence Maroney can do. He reads the point of attack. If it's not there, he bounces it back to the outside. This is an outstanding draw team. Brady to Maroney, only going to be a gain of 2 with his forward progress. Plus Lusney made the tackle. And our first penalty of the game gives us a chance to hear
False
Scott
start
Green.
prior to the snap. Number 67, 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Now, which one do you like the best? The Bills throwbacks, the Pats throwbacks, or the Zebra throwbacks?
Well, we don't want to say too many nice things about the officials, guys. So.
We know you won't. Hey, it wasn't far from here that tuck rule kind of came into play, didn't it?
Second and 13, that's the Pats. They spread you with 5 and pick out underneath, but Welker couldn't hang on.
Well, the New England Patriots have an outstanding no-back attack, and they like to get Welker underneath against these 2 deep zones, and he has been a force catching over 200 passes the last 2 years. That's uncharacteristic, but remember, Welker's missed a lot of time. He's been hurt.
A knee injury in this preseason. Aaron Maben, the first-round pick for the Bills, is on their left defensive end. Brady, play fake. Wide open Moss, first down. Gain of 19.
That's an excellent job by Tom Brady in the pocket, setting up quickly and pushing forward, just getting out of the reach of Aaron Schobel and throwing a perfect strike to Randy Moss on a comeback route against Leotis McKelvin.
Great anticipation by Tom Brady. He knows there's pressure coming. It's 3rd and long. It's a deep route. He's got to buy a little time. Boy, it just throws a frozen rope on that deep comeback. Him and Randy Moss, great chemistry.
Five out in the pattern again. A flag is down, and that goes over the hands of Maroney and incomplete. Chris Kelty had the pressure.
Well, that time New England went with an empty formation, and the Bills
Holding. Defense. Number 92. 5-yard penalty. Automatic first down.
The Bills only rushed 3 guys, and Ryan Denny did too good of a job disrupting the release of their tight end, Chris Baker. Got called for a key penalty.
Their coach to hold that tight end up, aren't they? I guess he held him up a little bit too much.
You know, if Buffalo's going to continue to play all these different zone coverages, Tom Brady has made it clear, he and Bill Belichick, we're going to go with our no-back attack and get 5 receivers out on every play.
There you see Dick Duran, the head coach of the Buffalo Bills. Patriots go with 6 offensive linemen. Unbalanced line to block from Maroney. They get the first down at the 43-yard line. Sebastian Vollmer, their rookie, was in the game as an extra tackle.
The Patriots do an excellent job of mixing it up. They'll bring Vollmer in here on the right side. You'll see there he is right on that side right there. You get 6 offensive linemen in the game. They run the power to the right side and just smash them on that side. And Maroney sees the cutback lane and picks up 8 yards.
There is more personnel coming and going right now than I've seen from New England in the last half of last season.
It was a first down gain of 8. It's 2nd and 2. Joey Galloway's at the bottom of your screen. Brady goes the other way. Incomplete. It's the 3rd time we've seen one of those little timing passes that the Patriots live on not click.
Well, they're in a 2 halfback set now with Falk. Obviously, you've seen Morris. You've seen every one of these backs, Fred Taylor, get into the game. They are using so many personnel groupings. Buffalo's having a hard time getting matched up properly from their sideline.
Maroney's the lone back on 3rd and 2. Got a good block from his tight end. First down to the 32.
Yeah, Ben Watson does an excellent job. They called it their wham series. That tight end comes back to the inside, and it's wham right there on Kavika Mitchell. You'll see the great job by Ben Watson creating that seam for Lawrence Maroney.
Love what they can do with their running backs. In a certain way, each one has starter ability. On the quick count, it's Fred Taylor this time, hitting it inside to the 28-yard line. And Maroney, Taylor, Falk, Sammy Morris. It's pretty good when you can add a guy like this, 16th all-time in the history of the league, doing it all with the Jaguars.
Fred Taylor brings you leadership. He brings you toughness, and he also brings you dynamic playmaking. He's had over 300 carries in this league of 10 yards or more. He still has first step quickness. He's a jump cutter in the hole, and he is a very complete back. They're thrilled to have him here.
Welker, one of the passes he's made a lot of money on. A quick hit at the line is only going to gain a yard. Reggie Corner, who plays a big role tonight, Jaws. He's the 3rd DB. Made a play.
Hey, we talked about it last night. They're going to throw a lot of quick screens to Wes Welker. And Reggie Corner, number 27, has got to track Wes Welker, and he's got to be aggressive with them. He's got to anticipate that Welker is going to be working underneath, and he's got to be a sure tackler. That's an excellent start for Reggie Corner tonight.
And Joey Galloway had a little chip block in there, too.
All 3 receivers are at the top. 3rd and 4. No run inside with Falk, who can't get there. Stopped a couple of yards shy of the first down. We'll have a 4th and 2 coming up. And a field goal attempt.
Oh,
once again, the Bills' defensive line, particularly the tackles on the inside, they are winning inside in these short yardage situations. Marcus Stroud, Kyle Williams. Kyle Williams very active. One of those pursuit guys that gives you everything, makes the play. Interior of the Bills defensive line doing a real good job in those short yardage situations.
Steven Gostkowski from 41 yards. Wide right, no good. Well, Dick Jauron, after the preseason, made a big decision. Fired offensive coordinator Turk Schonert. Alex Van Pelt is now the Bills' offensive coordinator. At age 39, his 4th year in coaching. Former backup to Jim Kelly here in Buffalo. First down, Trent Edwards has time. And he'll keep it for a first down. Delivering the blow on Jonathan Willite to the 48-yard line.
You know, Trent Edwards is a guy that's been wildly inconsistent. And for Buffalo to put Trent Edwards in this type of situation where he's got to make all the calls in a no-huddle situation with an inexperienced line, that's tough sledding against the New England Patriots. That's tough against anybody in this league.
Vince Wilfork came across. We'll see if he was induced.
Encroachment, defense, number 75. 5-yard penalty, first down.
You know, and what I'd like to see more of this Bills offense are more either-or reads. I really don't think Trent Edwards at a point in his career where you want to give him the whole package. You know, use the play action, turn your back to defense, either throw it here or throw it there. Rather than simplify it for him, they've complicated it.
Toss to Fred Jackson going left. A patient job by Jackson to gain a few yards out of what could have been a loss.
You know, this no huddle, however, is very unsettling. And the New England Patriots, we said it earlier, they're playing a lot of new guys on their defensive football team, and their communication is being tested right now. Take a look at them jumping around back there trying to get the right call.
Yeah, they look at Ted disoriented. Now Trent Edwards going to his changing of the play at the line of scrimmage. He sees something in defense.
2nd and 1. We had movement by the tight end, Sean Nelson, a rookie for Buffalo. That's going to take a 2nd and short, make it 2nd and medium.
False start, offense, number 89. 5-yard penalty, second down.
You know, my concern, too, is not necessarily all Trent Edwards. It's a great wide receiving court. It was the offensive line. You've got 3 offensive starters out there that have never played a down in the National Football League on the offensive line. And I've always been a big believer those 5 guys have to communicate as one. There's a lot going on at the line of scrimmage. I'd rather see them in the huddle, to be honest with you.
Another run with Jackson into the secondary. To the 33, the ball came out. He was ruled down. So this play is whistled dead. And a first down at the 33. And a gain of 16. Gerard Mayo hurt for New England.
Take a look at the inside zone play. They're going to hand the ball to Fred Jackson, and Sean Nelson, their rookie tight end, comes across the formation with a nice seal block. That's a good cutback run by Fred Jackson.
And on that play, you saw Gerard Mayo get hurt, reaching at his right knee. We'll look at the Patriots' rookie stud linebacker of last year. Okay, back in Foxborough, Gerard Mayo, rookie defensive player of the year in the NFL last year, was helped off the field. The good news is he was grabbing at his knees when we were going to break, but his ankle looks like the thing that gets hurt as he gets stepped on by fellow linebacker Gary Guyton. Mayo's up and walking on the sideline. We'll see if he comes back in. Meantime, while we're away, they kept replaying that carry on this big screen to see if it was a fumble or not. Belichick choosing not to challenge. Jackson takes the screen, and Fred Jackson takes it into the red zone. And the Bills behind Fred Jackson. Big chunks here.
Starting to like this no-huddle offense, huh?
Well, coming out of the injury timeout, it's a screenplay. And we were told about these guards. Watch the left guard, Andy Levitre, the rookie, get a nice kick-out block at the numbers. And Fred Jackson does an excellent job, patiently, getting a nice chunk.
First and 10. This is the only other back active, Xavier Oman. Had 6 carries last year for the Bills. Gains a couple there.
You know, one of the things about this no huddle is when you look at Vince Wilfork, he's a guy that plays very big because he is very big. And Vince Wilfork is getting tired. These long, sustained drives where you're in a no-huddle situation put a lot of tax on your big people.
2nd and 9, T.O. bottom of the screen. Edwards to his tight end, Sean Nelson, to the end zone. The rookie's first NFL touchdown.
What a start for the Buffalo Bills. They turn back the Patriots when New England has 2 good field position opportunities, and Trent Edwards takes the Buffalo Bills right down the field with a naked bootleg. There's that rookie, Sean Nelson, 4th-round draft choice out of Southern Mississippi.
And set up beautifully with the running game. They gave the illusion of run once again. It was a bootleg out the backside, and you had Nelson wide open in the flat. Beautiful series of plays by the Buffalo Bills.
Brian Lindell adds the extra point. 6 plays, 68 yards. Well, they're a bit surprised here in the opening quarter in Foxborough. The Bills with a beautiful 68-yard 6-play drive take a 7-0 lead on the Patriots. Brady and Moss waiting to get back to work after Trent Edwards and the no-huddle offense seemed to click on that drive for the Bills. Brian Lindell kicks it again. This time it'll come over toward Kevin Falk from the goal line. Taken out of bounds at the 32. George Wilson made the tackle. Bay Area guy Tom Brady takes over from his own 32. And that pass is low for Randy Moss and incomplete. And the Bills are doing a good job of not letting Brady get settled in that pocket.
Yeah, Kyle Williams, number 95, had good quick pressure up the middle on Tom Brady. Comes off the play action. There comes Williams. You force Brady to move a little bit, breaks down the timing of the passing game.
Brady 4 of 8 passing thus far. There's Fred Taylor seeking some space. It's across the 35. Brian Scott the tackle.
You know, talking to Paul Pusluzny, the middle linebacker for the Buffalo Bills, he told us last night we have got to get after Tom Brady. Do not let him get comfortable in the pocket. Whether we use a 4-man rush or whether we blitz, we are not going to let this guy get comfortable. So far, so good.
Yeah, got to move him off his spot.
Getting there mostly with the front 4, too. It's 3rd and 6 now. There you go. They get to Brady and bring him down. Aaron Schobel, the defensive end. 3 and out, New England.
Well, there's a guy they miss right there, Schobel. Take a look at him against Todd Light. Nobody's had more sacks against Tom Brady than Schobel. And here he is showing up, and there's his friend, the rookie Aaron Maben, humming around the other side. This is a great start for the Buffalo Bills defense. Has to give them confidence.
Jaws, that's what you said pregame. One of their chances is pressure from their defensive front. They're getting there.
Not only from the defensive end, Schobel and Maben, but they're getting pressure up the middle. I mean, Kyle Williams has come to the party early.
Chris Hansen to kick it away for New England. Oh, good pressure on him. He goes down. No flag, though. Punt was 41, and Roscoe Parrish, a great punt returner. That's a block in the back, and it'll come back. Derek Schumann was doing all he could to try to get his helmet in front of the New England player, because then they won't call a block in the back on you, but he couldn't get out of his own way.
During the return, illegal block in the back, number 80, receiving team, 10-yard penalty, first down, timeout.
From the 27, Schumann, the tight end. Just a gain of 1. Lee Bodden, picked up from the Lions last year, made a tackle.
Trent Edwards looked at Terrell Owens on that play, but they had that corner rolled up and he couldn't squeeze the slant route in. Took the pass out in the flat. Don't force it if it's not there. You're going to get a single high safety. Maybe trying to get the ball to T.O. here.
Edwards trying to communicate with T.O. I don't know if he looked back and saw him. From the other side. Good option over here, too. Lee Evans. Yard shy of the first down.
Well, Trent Edwards saw it. They put Brandon McGowan as safety on the line of scrimmage. Trent Edwards saw the single safety, and he just works outside to Lee Evans against Shawn Springs. Trust me, Lee Evans can fly. He can back you off. Look for a double move later.
Yeah, it was interesting. They had just a turn route down below to Evans. On top, they had the go route to T.O. They were both there.
And on the forward progress, they give him the first down as the first quarter comes to an end. As Buffalo starts 1st and 10. And on the give, it's Fred Jackson to the right. Take it out to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 5. The Pats are playing 5 DBs as Jackson runs right. And that time the Patriots are waiting for him with Adalys Thomas. Somebody's in step-up mode here for the Pats defense. Susie Colbert from the sideline tells us that the injury to Gerard Mayo, the great inside linebacker for the Patriots, is a knee injury. His return is questionable, and Mayo has not returned to this point.
Well, that hurts the Patriots. They do not have a lot of depth inside. That could be a problem.
Will they bring pressure? They bring 5, and Edwards throws. T.O. couldn't hang on.
Under pressure from Derek Burgess, Trent Edwards delivered a strike. Tight coverage on Terrell Owens. He's got to come up with that catch.
Oh, it's 2 deep man under. There's the rookie, the second-year man, Jonathan Wilhite, undercutting it. But clearly that's a ball T.O. has got to keep. Would have kept the drive alive.
He has great stats, but few have ever said he has great hands. Even though he's made some unbelievable plays over years in the NFL. Wes Welker back deep for the Brian Moorman punt. Not a great net on that kick. Patriots fans fill this place up on these cool weekends. They're a little anticipating. Where is it? Come on, where's that Patriots vaunted offense we've come to know for years? Taylor runs right. There's a good run. Gain of 9. Hanging on to Kavika Mitchell.
And a flag on the play. Might be holding against the Patriots here, Mike.
Tripping, 72 of the offense. 10-yard penalty from the spot of the foul. Still first down.
Matt Light.
Well, clearly New England is trying to use a quick count. That time they came up at the line of scrimmage. That was the 3rd time here in the first half. They've used a quick count. They're trying to get the ball to the outside. And on those plays, those officials can see those tackles. And clearly right there, Matt Light got caught.
And that was the second play that they went with 6 offensive linemen out there. So they are featuring that a little bit more. Light just came out of the game after that penalty. Sebastian Vollmer, the rookie, is in at left tackle. Spot foul, so it's 1st and 16. And Brady hits Welker in stride. Ball comes out, and Welker fights to maintain possession.
Well, Tom Brady saw the matchup. He had Wes Welker on Paul Posluszny. That's a matchup that is going to favor Wes Welker. The Bills tried to match up within their zone, but certainly when you get Welker on Posluszny, Welker's going to win.
No question, you're playing a zone defense. There's Welker running an option route against Paul Posluszny. Ball's thrown low and away. Good catch, good delivery. That's money time for the Patriots.
6 offensive linemen again, guys. Taylor runs right in to big old Marcus Stroud. Back with you in Foxborough. Early start to the doubleheader of Monday Night Football on the opening weekend. The Bills leading the Patriots 7-0. Buffalo's no-huddle offense has had a little bit of an impact. Bill Belichick has lost Gerard Mayo, one of his good linebackers. Tom Brady's numbers, nothing spectacular in his return after being injured in the first quarter of the first game last year. It's 3rd and 3. And Brady's pass is caught for the first down by Chris Baker at the 42-yard line. From the 42, Brady's got time. He's too high for Falk, incomplete.
Well, he was high with that one because Keith Ellison, number 56, the outside linebacker for the Bills, had a real good buzz out in the flat area, forced Tom to go high with that throw.
Second down, a run inside for Fred Taylor as almost nowhere to go as he stopped at the line of scrimmage by Posluszny and Ellison. This Buffalo defense, Perry Fuels, their defensive coordinator. They were middle of the pack last year in points and yards allowed. They were pretty good. But, boy, they have come to play. They look very good here in this first half.
They've lost 11 straight games to the New England Patriots, 16 out of 17. These guys came to play. They know they can't advance unless they can execute against the New England Patriots. I'm impressed.
Moss, Welker, Galloway, close to you. Brady goes to the other side. Kevin Falk, what a great third down back. You see why there. First down to the 41.
Well, that's what makes the New England Patriots special. Almost 60% of their pass offense comes after the catch, Jaws. And a lot of it is because of guys like Kevin Falk. Just a simple option route, balls between the numbers. He makes that defender miss and gets 9 yards after contact. Leotis McKelvin has to make that play, and the Bills are off the field. That's what Dick Jauron said to us last night. We've got to tackle.
Tackle in the open field. McKelvin missed him.
4th snap tonight. 6 offensive linemen. As play action. Brady looking deep. Moss cuts across to the 25. Gain of 16, first down.
When the Patriots really get it rolling, the big explosive plays come out of play action passes. Here Brady sets up. You're thinking protection first. Now you're looking deep down the field. Not there, but you got Moss coming underneath. He's matched up against Terrence McGee tonight. He knows there's a clear out route. He settles in the hole. Brady reads a deep route covered. There's a void in the defense because of the play action holding the linebackers. You got Moss wide open.
Toss to Fred Taylor. About 1.5 yards with Dante Whitner and Keith Ellison making the tackle. Taylor tackled by Posluszny. 2 yards shy of the first down, with 3rd down coming up for New England. 3rd and 3, Kevin Falk again. First down again.
When we were speaking with Coach Belichick on Saturday, we talked about the wonderful career of Kevin Falk. It was about critical situations. He always comes up big.
You know, it's 3rd down and 3, and you see a lot of coverage back here in the back end. They're going to be willing to hand the football off to a skilled back and trust this offensive line. The Patriots love to run left. That's where those 3 Pro Bowlers are. Light, Mankins, and Cope Coppin in there at center.
Posluszny just ran off to the locker room for x-rays, holding that left arm. 12th play of the drive. Brady quick to Welker. They never usually miss that.
Yeah, that's almost shocking to see that ball incomplete. I mean, you know, Wes Welker probably built his house on that catch right there.
Well, they told us last night, Reggie Corner, number 27, he was eager for this challenge. He wanted to get up in Wes Welker's face and eliminate any of those quick screen opportunities. Look at him pull the trigger and get up in Welker's face. So far, that's twice. Reggie Corner's been there when he needed to be.
Lots of tight ends down here from the 14. Brady, pumping, throwing, Welker. Pinball down to the 1, 1st and goal.
Once again, it's about pass protection. Brady had time in the pocket, survey the field, look right, look left. All of a sudden, he's got Wes Welker coming right over the football into his vision. You see the trip set to the right. Brady looking down the field. It's not there for Watson. Here comes Wes Welker, matched against a linebacker. He's going to win that matchup.
Well, it's a jerk route. And Wes Welker can go either way or take it up. There's Marcus Buggs. Only reason he's in the game is because of the injury to Posluszny.
From the one, Fred Taylor. Touchdown, New England. Terrific drive by the Patriots after struggling early on, including a Gostowski missed field goal. Bangs through the extra point. Been a long time since Tom Brady led a touchdown drive. Back to the Super Bowl, lost to the Giants at the back end of the nearly perfect season. 5 of 7 on that drive as Brady square the game at 7. Leotis McKelvin was the top kickoff return man in the National Football League last year. Great kick by Gostowski. Takes McKelvin to an 8. Tied at 7. Trent Edwards and the Bills coming back to take over at the 20. Trent Edwards and the Bills tied with the Patriots here at 7. New England kind of took a little bit of control of the game with that last drive. Let's see how the third-year quarterback and the Bills respond. Here's Fred Jackson with a run. And we're going to get a yard. Jarvis Green made the tackle. Gerard Mayo going out in the first quarter with an injury. Edwards throws to Jackson. First down. Past one of those guys filling the void, Gary Guyton. He's in Brewski's old spot. Gain of 16.
You know, one of the big concerns coming in here, does the New England Patriots have a pass rush? And so far, Trent Edwards is able to sit in the back in a pocket, look down the field, and check the ball down to wherever he wants to. New England has got to get a rush. I don't care if it's a no huddle or not. They need pressure.
Number 37 into the hands of Lee Evans. He gets hit hard and gains just a couple of yards. And Richard Seymour's gone. So if I'm sitting at home and I hear you saying that, John, you know, Jaws, I'm thinking, well, maybe that's the guy who should be providing the pass rush, and he's going to do it for the Raiders in game 2.
Well, Seymour was never one of those pure pass rush guys. He was kind of one of those bull rushers. A very good one, I might add, that he could sink down in nickel situations, attack.
Toss to Jackson, a flag down. As Jackson turns it up. I love the way this guy runs. First down in midfield. We'll check the flags.
Illegal formation. Number 77, offense. Not on the line of scrimmage.
Second time.
5-yard penalty. Second down.
Second time Bell playing his first game cost him a good gain and a first down, not being in his right spot.
You know, you talk about losing those players. Those were great New England Patriots. They were great players. You don't just replace those guys overnight. I tried to replace Warren Sapp and John Lynch. That's easier said than done. Those were dynamic Patriot players, and they lost a lot in 1 year.
They've also got younger, more athletic as well. I think it's going to be a little bit of time before they really come together as a unit.
Edwards has time again. This is the tight end, Sean Nelson. Scored the touchdown earlier. Got 2 yards. We'll have 3rd and 10 coming up. Hey, look, let's look at the big picture. Seymour is moved. Why are you going to move Seymour? They weren't going to re-sign Richard Seymour, okay? 1 year left on his deal. So when you get a first-round draft pick in 2011, and who knows what the salary cap...
That's a good deal.
Yeah, rookie,
that's a good deal.
Yeah, rookie compensation at that point. You make that deal. The question is, what's your impact right now?
That pick will probably be top 5 as well.
3rd and 10. Edwards has time and has Evans, who could not come down with it. That's an incomplete pass, thanks to Lee Bodden with the hit.
One of the few times this evening the Patriots were able to get some sustained pressure on Trent Edwards, but did an excellent job of hanging in the pocket, showing the poise, and delivering a strike to Evans. But really good hit by Lee Bodden, shakes the ball loose.
That's one of the things Bill Belichick did acquire in Lee Bodden and Sean Springs. 2 big corners. And that's an excellent break on the ball by Lee Bodden, dislodging that football from Lee Evans. Big time play.
Brian Moorman kicks. Wes Welker waits. 38 yards and some room. Lassoed out of bounds at the 35-yard line by George Wilson. Brady taking over from the 35. The screen is intercepted. Aaron Schobel took it out of the air and took it to the goal line. Touchdown. It was Kyle Williams' pressure and a spectacular athletic play by Schobel for the touchdown.
Great play by the Bills defensive line. Once again, Kyle Williams, number 95, put the pressure on Brady, blocked his vision, couldn't see Schobel out, covering the screen pass. Tom tried to lay it over the top. Schobel, showing what a great athlete he is, made the pick and took it to the end zone.
Shades of Chris Kelsey on Monday Night Football in Dallas a few years ago, right? Extra point try by Lindell. Suddenly the Bills turn it around to take a 14-7 lead.
Hey, that's what Dick Durant told us last night. That's what we need to have happen. Tom Brady's going to turn his back to the defense. He flips his head around, but he never sees Schobel, who makes an incredible one-handed interception. I promise you, Schobel, he was a Pro Bowl player 2 years ago, and he's back, and that's the second big-time play he's made today.
But watch the instinct right there. He knew that Matt Light went for the cut on the screen. That was a very instinctive, intuitive understanding of what the Patriots are trying to do, run the screen, and he reacted to it.
The Buffalo Bills were begging for turnovers. That's the one area that Perry Fewell said we have got to address. Whether we play zone, whether we blitz, whatever we do, we need turnovers. And if we can win the turnover battle against the New England Patriots, we can beat them. And so far, that's the play of the night. And the Patriots are in shock right now.
Last year, the Buffalo Bills only 10 interceptions, 24 sacks. They're putting tremendous pressure on Brady tonight, and they already have an interception returned for a touchdown. They are finding playmakers on the defense.
Just some cleanup. Sammy Morris made the tackle, but as he pulled Schobel down onto his body. That means you're still not down. That's why he was able to roll over the goal line, and it was a touchdown for Aaron Schobel. Momentum has clearly shifted after New England scored. Here come the Buffalo Bills right back with an impact play. 14-7 for Buffalo. Here's Kevin Falk. Brought down just shy of the 30.
Hey, what's the goal? Go!
Dan Brady is hit again as he throws. Welker has this and has room. To the 43-yard line, first down, a gain of 13. Kavika Mitchell hit Brady that time.
Once again, pressure on Tom Brady. The Bills' defensive line is coming. Here you see the pressure off the corner from Aaron Maben. You see two people hitting Brady. You'll see it right here. Kavika Mitchell up the middle getting the hit on him. Intense pressure right now on Tom Brady. The Bills are kicking their heels back up front and going after him.
55! By 20!
Here goes Lawrence Maroney running up the middle. for a gain of about 6 across midfield. And just finished the thought on the touchdown by Aaron Schobel. In his 118th NFL game, that was his first career touchdown and his 3rd interception. So he'll remember that first TD forever on Monday Night Football and against Tom Brady.
Looks like New England's considering running it down to the 2-minute drill. If you take a look at Terrence McGee closely, number 24, the corner for the Buffalo Bills, he's following Randy Moss.
He's matching up
everywhere he goes.
Yeah.
I like this guy McGee. Every week he goes and finds the best receiver the other team has, and he says, I got you. And so far he's hanging in there.
Here Buffalo leads by 7 at the 2-minute warning. And on 2nd and 3, Brady. Way over the head of a well-covered Randy Moss. And there's that guy again, Terrence McGee.
Terrence McGee, when you look at the Buffalo Bills, they used to have Antoine Winfield. He's in Minnesota. They had Nate Clemens. He's out in San Francisco, but they still have this guy, McGee, and he is an outstanding football player. Here he is in a key 3rd down once again, waiting for Randy Moss.
And he comes out of the huddle. There's number 24 waiting on him.
Brady's 3rd down throw to Benjamin Watson. They tied in with a first down to 36.
Minute 45, clock is running, and Brady's going to stay out of the huddle and stay after Buffalo.
In a great spot at the Bills 35 with a full complement of timeouts.
Joey Galloway been very quiet in this first half. Bills were showing that blitz.
Snap infraction, 67 offense, 5-yard penalty, still first down.
On the center, Dan Cope and his big old Spencer Johnson. 91 was the dancing bear.
It happens a lot. You know, Tom Brady's getting a lot done before the snap with these dummy snap counts, and his line has been a little eager at times.
5th accepted penalty against the Bills. Brady underneath Moss. Got past McGee. Off to the races, Randy Moss. 1st and goal, New England.
The Buffalo Bills changed up. They've been playing mostly coverage-based schemes. They went with pressure. They brought the middle linebacker up the middle. He had Moss with a lot of space on the underneath route. You'll see Moss matched up here. Randy Moss comes underneath. No linebackers. They blitz. Leaves Moss with a lot of space to run.
31 yards and a great stop on a dime by Randy to change direction. Play clock running down. Brady gets it off. Caught by Watson, who is ruled that he stayed in bounds. That'll keep the clock going with a minute left. Brian Scott pushed him out.
So many weapons for Tom Brady to choose from. He could work to the outside. He's got Kevin Falk out the backfield. He goes back to the inside with Benjamin Watson. All kinds of choices.
Well, Tom's clearly heating up. He's very accurate. Outside the interception, he has been on the money.
On 2nd and goal, Brady from behind gets away. Incomplete with Galloway working the back of the end zone. Dante Whitner. One Buckeye covers the other. 3rd down. We have an injured Bill.
Take a look at it one more time. Tom Brady, he's going to look at Ben Watson sitting down and then try to pick up Randy Moss over the top. But Tom keeps it alive, and it's really excellent coverage by the Buffalo Bills. Ron, they play great red zone defense in Buffalo. They were 4th in the league last year in red zone defense.
It was Chris Kelsey who got hit and went down for Buffalo. They look at him. This has been a pretty surprising result here as well. Tom Brady has not looked extremely sharp. One good drive. His first game back after the knee injury last year. Here's Chris Kelsey from the Bills, number 90, gets run into by his own man, Ryan Denny. And Kelsey was shaken up, and they're going to take him right back to the Buffalo locker room here at the end of the half.
The Bills can't get players hurt. They were 5-1 last year. They had a rash of injuries late in the season. That's the second starter to come off hurt.
Yeah, Paul Posluszny, the other one, had x-rays. He's back out there but doesn't have his helmet, which means he's not going back in anytime soon. It's 3rd and goal for Brady and the Patriots.
20.
Handing it off to Falk. The Bills have done a good job tackling on 3rd down here, and they force 4th down. Leotis McKelvin over there with Whitner. Let's see what the Pats will do. Clock running down. They'll try to run it down and take a field goal.
Leotis McKelvin with a terrific job. Backside. You'll see they try to hit in the seam there. Leotis McKelvin closed it down, coming from his corner position right there to make the play.
Patriots take a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in this first half. .41-yard field goal attempt coming up for Stephen Gostkowski. A 20-yarder. He missed the 41-yarder earlier. A surprising miss.
Once again, good red zone defense by the Bills.
Gostkowski able to add that one, the final play of an entertaining and surprising first half. The season opener 2003 is the last time that the Buffalo Bills beat the New England Patriots. 11 straight Pats wins.
John, were you in their locker room, man? You're all fired up.
I can't help it.
Stephen Gostkowski kicking. Leotis McKelvin. Best in the league last year, kick returns. Well covered by the Pats. At the 21, if you're just joining us, they do no huddle all game. Fred Jackson, second time patient run, delivers the blow too. Trying to set up a screen, had to abort it because Vince Wilfork was about to bury him in the end zone, and a flag is down. Back in the end zone.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 75, defense, going low at the quarterback, first down.
That's the Brady rule, going low at the quarterback.
Take a look at it. It's clearly a screen pass, and Vince Wilfork is going to come right up the middle, unblocked, and he's going to lay out and go for the sack. I don't understand the rules anymore.
No, don't understand that one. That was about as clean a tackle as you could make. He tackled him like he had the ball in his hand, around the belt.
So it's first down, Buffalo. Beneficiary of a poor call. And Fred Jackson makes him pay. Takes it out to the 41 and a first down. Gain of 15. Let me tell you why Fred Jackson's the man here. Marshawn Lynch, who's normally the running back for the Bills the last couple of years, over 1,000 yards, had a couple of run-ins with the law. Arrested twice in a 9-month span. Violated the NFL personal conduct policy. Commissioner Roger Goodell suspending him for 3 games. So it's Jackson carrying the load and doing a great job, to be honest. Edwards, incomplete for Sean Nelson. Did stay behind the line of scrimmage as he unloaded that one.
You know, every pass Trent Edwards throws, if you just watch Moss and Evans, the outside linebackers are buzzing so far underneath these outside receivers that there's room to run if you're Trent Edwards, and there's room to check it down. These 2 receivers of the Buffalo Bills are attracting a crowd.
We have a whistle. The Patriots say the Bills moved early.
False start, offense, number 77. 5-yard penalty, second down.
So you're telling me that they're doing a good job of taking away T.O. and Lee Evans in terms of New England's defense.
Yeah, Buffalo's not using a lot of crazy formations. Owens is to one side, Evans is to the other, and they are some way, shape, and form doubling both of these guys, and that's good for the backs and the tight ends and good for Trent Edwards to run once in a while. That's been the case.
And that's why they've been productive offensively. The tight end's been a part of the game, and the backside the backfield.
Second and 15. Man comes free, but he completes it to Evans. A couple of yards shy of the first down at the 47, and the Bills want a late hit. But don't get a flag.
Mike, what I found interesting about that play, they ran mirrored curl routes. T.O. on one side, Evans on the other side, and Trent Edwards chose that he was going to throw to Evans.
Well, they blitz. You see Gary Guyton blitzing. It's one-on-one coverage. There's nobody underneath it. And I don't know if New England can cover these guys by themselves.
Roscoe Parrish is in the game. He'll be bottom of the screen on 3rd and 3. Edwards, flush, incomplete. Jarvis Green chasing, along with Derek Burgess. Came over from the Raiders in a trade this year.
Well, that's unfortunate. That's a 3rd and 3 situation. The Patriots come after Edwards. He finally gets single coverage, and we can't get the ball to one of our 3 wide receivers. Excellent coverage by the New England Patriots.
The minute I saw the blitz pressure, I thought one-on-one to the outside, take your shot. Trent Edwards did not.
Ryan Morman kicks. Wes Welker lets it bounce, and Morman killed it. It'll be a long field for the Patriots. Pats take over at their own 3 after the great punt by Morman. Out of the empty, and a shotgun, Brady to Welker, who lost it out of bounds, but it is a completion for a few yards. Paul Posluszny, the outstanding middle linebacker for the Bills, out for the rest of the game with an arm injury. The same arm he hurt in his 3rd game as a rookie right here in New England against the Patriots. I'm so looking forward to finally playing against Brady. And Posluszny's out for the rest of the night. Chris Kelsey also went out at the end of the half for the Bills. He is not returned as Brady goes to Maroney. And the running back's just shy, well, maybe right at the first down. Good extra work.
And up until this point, Tom Brady has not been his razor-sharp self. And I think it's because of that injured knee from a year ago. You just don't see the weight transfer that you normally see from Tom Brady with bodies around him. You'll see here, bodies around him. When he delivers the football, he picks up that left foot. Same thing here, bodies around him. Now, there he couldn't drive through because he got hit during the throw. But he just doesn't seem comfortable yet with all the bodies around that injured left knee.
Maroney trying to cut it back. Great play, Keith Ellison. Loss of a yard. Jaws, you broke your leg and then had to come back. What's the mental hurdle like?
It takes time. You know, the medical staff, the athletic trainers will tell you, hey, you're fine, go out there and play. Well, they don't understand the pain, the excruciating pain you have to go through, the rehab you go through, the surgery, all those things. It just doesn't happen easy because they say you're healthy. You have to go through the process. I remember talking to Carson Palmer. He said it takes time. I think Brady right now is getting better, but it's going to take time.
There's Moss out of bounds at the 20, 3 yards shy of a first down in front of Terrence McGee. Well, Brady and the Patriots offense work against the Bills -2 starters and 2 impact guys. Mentioned Posluszny's out. Chris Kelsey went out at the end of the half, injured his knee. He's out for the rest of the game as well. Further diagnosis coming, but that's a pretty big pair of losses for the Bills defense.
And here's a key 3rd down and 4. In the first half, the New England Patriots ran the football on 3 of these 3rd and 3, 3rd and 4 situations, and Buffalo was ready for it. I think Brady's throwing it here.
Got rid of it quick to Moss for the first down at the 25, again in front of McGee.
This is quick rhythm passing. Tom Brady using the 3-step drop. Another quick shot to the outside. Here's that compact Tom Brady delivery. Not bad on the left
There
foot
you go. I love that one right there. He's starting to get that timing rhythm back. They're going to the shorter, quicker passing game. Get Tom comfortable in the pocket. He can throw some ropes out there when he gets that body snapped around, those hips going through.
56. By 20.
A toss to Maroney. Good play in the open field to slow him down by McKelvin. And there's cleanup on aisle 5 from Marcus Stroud.
Speaking of aisle 5, I love to watch guys play with effort. And there's Marcus Stroud. You talk about cleaning up a pile. Watch Maroney. There's nowhere to go. McKelvin's going to show up, and he's going to force Maroney to get out of trouble and peel backwards. And watch the big fella, Marcus Stroud. That's a nice play.
By 20.
Brady again, getting rid of it quick. It's caught by Moss.
You know what Tom is now recognized from the Bills defense. They're playing a little bit softer on the outside. They're giving him that 7-8 yard turn pattern. He's going to take it. The Bills are going to have to move those corners up a little bit tighter. They are playing the safeties over the top. So if they start rolling those corners up, Tom will then work back to the inside. If they stay off, he's going to take those 5, 6, 7 yard plays all day.
Falk clicked up the blitz to Moss. Inbounds, first down at the 38.
Yeah, that's too easy, Mike. If you're going to bring pressure, you can't keep those corners 10 yards off of Randy Moss. That's just pitch and catch for Tom Brady right now. When you bring pressure, you got to, you know, you give this kind of space on the outside and you're going to bring pressure in there, it's too easy. You got one-on-one on the outside. Tom Brady reads that real simple. Easy throw. Brady's working it now. He's setting his play up. Now he sees the one-on-one the outside. There's the check. There's the route. There's the protection. Pretty simple, huh?
6 for 6 on the drive. A lot of short stuff. Now loading up the middle for Moss to the 45. First down, Randy. Gain is 17.
That's Randy Moss on a vertical read, one of his favorite routes. He's been doing it for years. Tom Brady off the play-action pass. Randy Moss is going to run full speed as fast as he can and read the safety. If the safety gets depth, I'm sitting it down. And that was an excellent job by Randy seeing the backside safety. Beautiful play.
By 20. Easy alert. 55. By 20.
Maroney runs for about 3 yards. That catch put Randy Moss over 100 yards receiving in this game and moves him another notch higher on the NFL receiving milestone list. 60 100-yard games. Past Marvin Harrison, with whom he was tied. Only Jerry Rice has more, 76.
Tom Brady's definitely starting to heat up. You can almost sense his confidence coming out of the huddle.
56. By 20.
Here's that quick shot to Wes Welker at the line of scrimmage. He fights forward a couple yards shy of the first down.
I want to go back to Brady's throw to Randy Moss a moment ago. This is Tom Brady right there. Drive off that back foot. Look at that left leg planting the ground. Those hips snap through. This ball probably doesn't move 8 feet off the ground. Look at the balance. Eyes downfield. Look at that snap of the ball coming through. That's Tom Brady.
That's pretty, man. That Tiger Woods golf swing right there, man.
How different from what you showed us from the first half. You know?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
He's picking that front leg up.
3rd and 2 throw is incomplete. Intended for Moss. With the coverage from McKelvin as they came over to this side. Let's see what the Bills do, or the Patriots do. At the 36, field goal will be 53, 54 yards. They're going to go for it.
The Bills did a real nice job there. They almost baited Tom Brady a little bit. They had McKelvin playing about 8 yards off, but he sat there because he had Dante Whitner coming over the top. You'll see it right there. Now here's that back shoulder. Now McKelvin can drive that because he had Whitner over the top.
Missed the 4th down conversion earlier. They were stopped on 4th and 1. This is 4th and 2. To Welker. No! We'd like to talk about the Bills on offense, but they haven't been out there long enough. They've only been out there 12 minutes in the game so far.
23 plays for the Bills, 53 for the Pats.
Yet, Buffalo leading 14-10. Fred Jackson has been the workhorse for Buffalo. Only back to carry, except for one play. And he takes it out to the 40-yard line.
You know, Fred Jackson had over 100 yards against the Patriots last December. And Trent Edwards, he reads that too-deep shell. He's willing to give it to him all night.
That's what he's getting here.
Again, Jackson running. Keeps the pile going, too. Gets within a couple yards of the first down as Merriweather throwing arms in Josh Reed's direction. You know, the ball's not getting thrown in Terrell Owens' direction. No catches in the first half. That hasn't happened since a game against Pittsburgh last year. You have to go back to the 6th game of his career, and he was a big player at that point with the Niners, to find a game that T.O. had no receptions.
That's a long time.
96. Every game since then he's caught a ball. Not yet tonight. Edwards underneath on cue. T.O. First down. He doesn't want to go down. He's got the ball finally to the 28-yard line.
There he is. The great thing about T.O. is he knows how to keep plays alive. He understands. He came from Philadelphia. McNabb taught him this. He told us last night. Quarterback breaks containment. I'm going to find a quarterback and make something happen. That's an excellent job by Trent Edwards and T.O. delivering.
27 yards. The Bills' first third down conversion of the season. Jackson got rid of the first tackle by Tully Banta-Cain, but couldn't get rid of the rest. Merriweather gets him for a loss.
Now you go back to Terrell Owens. Everybody talks about his bad rap. He's got this baggage. He's hard to deal with. Let me tell you about baggage. Baggage is a guy that can't play. Okay? This guy is a great player. He scored touchdowns against every team in this league. Give me 3 of those.
Number 33, a flag is down. Edwards is down. Again, Tully Banta-Cain having a big imprint on this drive.
Yeah, Demetrius Bell just couldn't handle the bull rush of Tully Banta-Cain and just latched onto him. An obvious holding call.
Holding, 77 offense. Penalty is declined. 3rd down.
You'll see Bell right there matched against Banta-Cain, just grabs him. Not going to get away with that one.
Well, it's 6 offensive penalties on Buffalo. They've only been on the field for 25 plays. When you have 6 offensive penalties, you're way behind in the down and distance, and there's no way you're going to be able to convert these 3rd and longs consistently.
Five-man rush. Edwards underneath. The tight end Schumann keeps going, still going to the 21. Didn't get the first down, but certainly gets him in field goal range. And that's a terrific play when you're leading by 4.
That was a rock-solid throw by Trent Edwards into very tight coverage. He squeezes it in that window, and what an effort from Derek Schumann almost getting the first down. Well, that was an outstanding anticipation throw by Trent Edwards, not afraid to pull the trigger and rifle it in.
Great job understanding the situation. 3rd and 20, let's get a game and give our kicker a chance to give us a 7-point lead.
Ryan Lindell from 40. Good. Bills 17, Patriots 10. This AFC East opener. Jets look good against Houston yesterday. We'll see the Dolphins next Monday night against Peyton Manning and the Colts. Falcons getting the better of Miami and Georgia yesterday. It'll be a pretty competitive division this year. Falk from the goal line. Kevin only to the 21. John Wendling, backup DB, made the tackle. Not bad for that sixth-round pick out of Michigan.
Yeah, 199th player selected. There were 198 guys better than him in that draft, I guess, huh? Wrong.
Kevin Falk, the back, is split to the bottom of the screen as Brady stands in and throws to Welker. Welker and Brady getting more in rhythm. Gain of 7.
I just got a good look at Aaron Maben, the 11th pick in the draft. Take a look at Todd Light. He's waiting on the speed rush this time, and Todd Light gets his inside hand on him. That's rejection by a veteran left tackle right there. And on the other side, here's Wes Welker. Once again, a little jerk route in there against the linebacker, and Keith Ellison did a nice job keeping that to just an 8-yard gain.
6, Rita. Back low. 20.
First down, they pressure Brady. Watson open underneath, and the tight end takes it to the 40-yard line.
Brady's
Flag in late.
recognition is so good. You know, he sees the blitz coming. There's a little hot route over to Benjamin Watson. First down. You know, so often we talk about those sight adjustments being the quarterback. Well, the receiver's got to be on the same page, and there's no question. In this Patriots offense, it's complex, it's sophisticated. You have to be smart.
Personal foul, late hit, number 20 defense, spearing, 15-yard penalty, first down.
And penalty number 8 charged to the Buffalo side of the ledger.
You know, penalties will kill you. And Scott has him tackled. I don't know, guys. Dante Whitner's trying to finish the tackle, but I guess they called that with the top of your helmet.
Yeah, he said spearing, so he definitely saw the leading with the helmet for penalty number 8.
20. 27, Linda. Him. 20. 27.
Brady taking off and running for the first down and adjusting that knee brace.
Well, Schobel had an excellent first half. Let's take a look at Todd Light making the adjustment in the second half. Once again, a good inside arm and a nice job by the veteran Matt Light protecting Tom Brady on the backside.
And Tom Brady helping him out by stepping up and allowing Schobel to be pushed behind him by Matt Light. Of course, Brady did the smart thing with Marcus Stroud chasing him. Get on the ground.
Well, you know he's got a little more confidence in everything if he's taking off to run, you know?
Yeah. He's starting to feel it.
Before the knee injury, not the world's most mobile person. 2nd and 1, Brady pass complete to Welker for the first down to the 30. Welker and Moss each have 8 catches now. Brady's knee brace is about 18 ounces, and I loved his line when he said, he told us, you know, I wasn't exactly the fastest guy, so really not slowed down a lot by it. It's hard to tell, you know?
What Welker say, he went from slow to slower.
Yeah.
Those guys are great in those
fast,
meetings.
so.
Boy, plays fast. Oh, lights out fast.
Lawrence Maroney starts the quarter with a carry. Gain of just 2. Patriots history celebrated, and that man, Robert Kraft, the owner of the Patriots, in his 16th year. It was said at one of our Monday Night Football luncheons that we had today, Bill Belichick's been the coach for a decade now. This has really become one of the model franchises in the NFL. You look at how the organization is run. This stadium built with private money, a whole mall complex, Patriot Place, right outside the gates here.
Spectacular. Yeah, it really is.
After the Maroney gain of 1 in the 4th quarter, down 7, here's Moss. To the 23-yard line. We'll have another 3rd down coming up for a pass-happy Pats team, John Gruden, here in the second half.
Well, I like that play right there. That was motion to the strong side. Tom Brady threw a play-action quick screen back to Randy Moss. Most impressively was Dante Whitner coming out of nowhere to make this tackle. But take a look at Brady turning his back to the defense, fires the ball out here to Moss, and watch Dante Whitner come in here and clean that pile. That's a nice play.
The Patriots need to finish a drive. They've been moving the football, but they haven't finished.
A little confusion on Buffalo's defense. And they are crammed in here. Every corner of Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Mike Tirico, Ron Jaworski, John Gruden, Susie Culber on the sideline. Patriots trying to drive for the tying touchdown. 3rd and 3. Brady to Falk. What else is new? You know, there may be no more appropriate number in the NFL than 3 on that guy, because on 3rd down, man, he always gets it done.
It's how they do it. I mean, they motion Falk out. Brady, he ringos the protection so the line goes to the right, gives him the time he needs to find Kevin Falk one-on-one against Keith Ellison. Great job by Falk. We'll start there. But Tom Brady's administration is awesome.
6 offensive linemen. Patriots did this 4 times in the first half. Toss to Maroney to the right. Woo. Is that read by Ryan Denny? In with the injury to Chris Kelsey. You know, guys, the last couple of times that the Pats have played the Bills, when New England gets in the red zone, you might as well just write 6 up there. They've been tremendous. Look at those numbers.
Hasn't been that way tonight. Same
tonight.
thing. The Bills defense has bowed their back when they've got down here under the shadow of their goalposts.
T.O. just hanging and waiting. If you're just tuning in, 1 catch. Terrell Owens tonight. Brady underneath Moss to the 11-yard line. The fans rise. The crescendo builds when Moss starts to kick it into 3rd and 4th gear.
Runs that little drag right underneath, just an outlet. It's almost like a back checking down. They use Moss as a release. You'll see Brady set up in the pocket and bang, right to his left. There comes Randy Moss. Check it down.
And there's
Brady
Dante
take
Whitner.
that.
There's a big reason why Buffalo moved Whitner back to free safety, because he's made 4 outstanding open field tackles tonight.
He's got excellent range.
Well, the Kevin Falk down has arrived. 3rd down. He's next to Brady. Brady almost intercepted again by Schobel. Warren with us earlier. He made a terrific play for a defensive touchdown in the first half.
Well, sometimes when you're a defensive lineman, you don't get pressure. Look back in the backfield. Try to find the quarterback's eyes. That's exactly what Schobel does. Almost mirrors what the quarterback is doing with his eyes. Jumps up in the air and knocks the ball down. You had Moss open, kind of the back of the end zone. But Schobel, an outstanding play. If you're not going to get pressure, try to make a play by batting the ball down.
Gostowski to make it a 4-point game. Well-covered kicks thus far by the Patriots. Let's see. McKelvin has some room to run here. 2 hard hits, and he lost the football, but it was scooped up by Nick Harris, who did a great job of being aware, saved the turnover, and gained 15 yards. We saw that fumble when we went to break. Looking at it, it looked as though it could have been challenged because the return man, McKelvin's knee, may have been down. It would be a 12-yard difference from where he would have been down to where the fumble was returned to. The Patriots choose not to challenge, and Edwards gets out of the pocket. Almost intercepted. He was going for Roscoe Parrish, and Darius Butler, the rookie from down the road at UConn, almost had an interception.
I like the aggressive play calling. Stay with it. Get after him, but I don't like the decision by Trent Edwards. Right now, he's in the open field. Don't force the throw if it's not there. A lot of red jerseys around the ball.
Buffalo has not turned it over tonight. Second and 10. That's Fred Jackson to the 43. Tully Banta-Cain in there again. We mentioned the 2 starters out for the defense of the Bills. Gerard Mayo out, injured in the first quarter, injured his leg, has not returned. So both teams playing without their star middle linebackers.
This is a key point in the game. 3rd down and 6. New England has got to step up on defense and get a stop.
Edwards gets time. T.O. underneath, first down. Second catch of the night for Owens, but a marker's down.
Well, it's clear the Patriots blew their coverage in two areas. Derek Schumann was wide open about 20 yards downfield.
Offense for 81. 10-yard penalty, still third down.
Take a look at it. It's bump and run, man-to-man. Safeties are playing deep over the top. And watch T.O. in the slot right here. Start to the inside. You can't extend your arms, although I see that a lot inside the 5-yard contact zone. That's touchy if you ask me, but you got to be careful extending your arms, Ron.
Boy, the Bills right now, their wounds have been self-inflicted.
Ninth penalty, 3rd and 15. Screen, Jackson. Got a block, got space, first down. Terrific play call by Alex Van Pelt in his first game calling plays in the NFL.
And well executed by the Buffalo Bills. The quarterback plays the game, Trent Edwards with the defense. He attracts the rush. Watch him back up, back up. Now he sets up, draws the rush to him, and flicks the ball to Fred Jackson. Big lineman out in front, Handgartner clearing the inside.
And the big block by Eric Wood, the rookie guard playing his first game, first-round pick out of Louisville. Ten minutes left in the game. Jackson runs to the 46-yard line. 31 more plays run by the Patriots here tonight. Jackson inside handoff. Jackson again runs hard for the first down. I really like this guy. Josh, we saw him last year on Monday night against Cleveland.
Yes.
I love the way he runs.
I
Where
love
is
his
Cole
running.
College from?
Yeah, hey.
Cole College is in Iowa. This guy played in NFL Europe. This guy, you talk about the love of the game. He played in the National Indoor Football League, not even the Arena League. And his game checks were $200 or $225 if you won the game.
Hey, every year guys explode onto the scene from obscurity. I love watching this.
A first down throw by Edwards. Incomplete. Gary Guyton able to dislodge Jackson from the ball.
You know, Trent Edwards has really done a good job tonight. We can't overlook the burden he has running this no-huddle offense. He's calling every play at the line of scrimmage, not only the pass plays, the running plays. We could talk about Fred Jackson, but Trent Edwards is putting him in position. He's finding that soft spot of the defense. He's hitting the weakness of defense with his play calling. I'm not a big fan of this offense, but I am right now.
It's almost a catch like the Miami game yesterday. A spectacular catch using the leg to keep it off the ground. Xavier Oman comes in, and he takes it to the 30-yard line. Again, Oman is playing, carried 6 times last year out of Northwest Missouri State.
Let's go back and take a look. Take a look at these inside 3 linemen of the Buffalo Bills. Jeff Handgartner, the center, 2 rookie guards working against Vince Wilfork. They're doing a great job, and they've done it from start to finish.
Going quick, 3rd and 3, a toss to Jackson. Right at the mark for the first down as we take it inside of 8 minutes.
You know, historically, Vince Wilfork has owned the Bills centers. You had Fowler and Preston a year ago. That's why you have Handgartner here now. Right now, this no-huddle offense seems to be wearing down the Patriots' defensive line. It's not the number of plays they're running, but they have to stay on the field. Stay on the field. Very little substitution.
And keep the ball out of the hands of Brady and Moss. They come to measure, and it is a first down. That buys a moment for Fred Jackson, who needs some helmet repair after banging his head in there. And the big picture of what the Bills are doing here tonight, huge underdogs coming in, but they have not beaten the Patriots since the opener in 2003.
Outside of the penalties, they've managed the game pretty well on both sides of the football, haven't turned it over.
Another first down throw. Edwards snowed under and brought down. Thrown down by Adalius Thomas, and it'll cost him 50.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer, number 96. Throwing him to the ground. 15 yards. First down.
Well, it's a blitz, and Adalius Thomas comes off the edge on a stunt to the inside. He's got a clear sack, but you can't pile drive the quarterback into the ground. And that's uncharacteristic of a New England Patriot football team. They talk all week and all year about eliminating bad football, although that's questionable. You got to be careful how you put these quarterbacks down.
So many of the rules in the league are to protect the quarterback.
Safety, but boy, it's football.
Yeah.
It's football.
I understand, but
you know, I'm all for protecting the quarterback, but
from the 21, halfway through the quarter, Jackson squirms forward to the 18. Jackson left. Demetrius Bell, the tackle, couldn't get out there. And a loss of about 1.5 yards. As Lee Bodden joins Pierre Woods. It's one thing when you don't have Marshawn Lynch. I know they haven't run a bunch of plays, but you wear down this one back who's running hard every time. And it turns Xavier Omon in there. Remember, they waived Dominique Rhodes at the end of the preseason.
Well, they were worried about his pass protection. He was a fine receiver and runner, but as a back in this league, you got to be able to pick up the blitz, safeties and linebackers on the blitz, and occasionally a defensive lineman.
Edwards steps up, takes off. Edwards first down at the 10. Sean Springs was one step too late. And the Bills have first and goal.
Excellent job by Trent Edwards. He understands the coverage. It's man there, right, Coach? Now when he breaks
the zone coverage, take a look at it, Jaws. These linebackers are going to take off relating to the receivers in the back, and nobody accounted for the quarterback. That's a heads-up football play by Trent Edwards.
That was an outstanding play, but I think he read it as man. When he saw those linebackers suck up to those backs, he saw once he broke the pocket, he had a little space in front of him.
The ball's touching the 10. It's first and goal. Another first down throw. Edwards out of the pocket, so he's able to throw it away as he was chased by Thomas again.
Yeah, this crowd is as confused about the rule of hitting quarterbacks as I am. They called a key foul on Wilfork earlier. They got Adalius Thomas just minutes ago, and right there, it looked like Buffalo was looking for another late hit. But that's good effort by Adalius Thomas.
The one on Wilfork was a little questionable. This is the wrap-up and the throwdown on the one that got this first down to keep it going. Here's what you're talking about. He still got the ball in his hands.
Yeah,
that was okay.
These are great efforts by New England. I got to review the rules, John.
Edwards trying to set up a screen to Jackson. Got a block from the center. Hangartner got a touchdown. Wow!
I can't say enough about Trent Edwards right now. His play selection this entire game, anticipating the coverages, anticipating the blitzes of the New England Patriots, getting his offense in the right play to succeed.
When you run a screen pass, a linebacker in a man-to-man situation has the back. And if the guard or center gets out quick enough to block the linebacker in man coverage, there's nobody left. That's a great job by Jeff Hangartner executing on a screen.
How about this Bills offensive line? 60% never played a snap in the NFL, and they have come up big tonight.
That's why sports is cool. You just don't know what script is going to play out. You thought Brady come back maybe a little rusty. They'll take care of the Bills. This is the Bills. They fired their offensive coordinator 10 days ago, right?
Yep. Huh?
24-13 Buffalo. 5.5 to go. Kevin Falk on the return. Oof, stuck inside the 20. John Wendling and Reggie Corner with another good special team pair of hits. Brady and the Pats down 11. Starts with Welker, a gain of 4. Little lost hidden yard number. Credit the Bills special teams. Drives for the Patriots in this half have started at the 3, the 23, and this one at the 19.
Hello, Bobby April, their special teams coach, one of the best in the business. Every year, it seems wherever Bobby April is, the special teams rank very high, if not the best, in the league.
2nd and 6. Brady to Watson. Complete to the 36. John, where does New England need to go? What do they need to do here?
Well, they got to get in the 2 minute just like they are right now. This is a 2-score game, and Brady's got 4 downs. He'll be smart, methodically pushing the ball down the field, but they got to hurry.
The 36 underneath Welker. A half dozen shy of the first down.
And Aaron Schobel once again putting quick pressure on Tom Brady, getting by Matt Light. What that causes Tom Brady to check it down, not get the big play opportunity down the field.
One more time, Brady to Falk. First down to the 47 again. As Brady comes back, it's not Josh McDaniels calling the plays. He's the head coach with Denver. Belichick is not calling the plays. Bill O'Brien, the quarterback coach, is the guy who's calling the plays and trying to lead the comeback from down 11 in the 4th quarter that they haven't had in 7 years. Shot down the field for Galloway. Incomplete.
That's one of the few blitzes we've seen tonight. You're going to see Reggie Corner right here coming off the edge. And Kevin Falk did a nice job picking up the blitz. Brady's looking for Galloway, who has been quiet tonight. But the Bills have been all over him.
Yeah, when Corner came off the blitz, Wes Welker side adjusted and sat right down. Tom should have got him the football.
20. Get him!
Moss wrapped up quickly by Terrence McGee, who's been very good covering Randy all night.
And normally Tom will put that, right on the wide receiver's belt. That one was high. There was no opportunity for yards after the catch.
Patriots just moving down the field here. They've got a full complement of timeouts with 3:20 to go. Fans getting antsy. They want him to go quicker. There's Falk out of the backfield. He is stuck and brought down by McGee.
Terrence McGee is a big-time football player. Here's a blitz coming right up Tom Brady's face. He kicks the ball outside to Falk, and that is a sure tackle by Terrence McGee. He plays with power and leverage.
Now the forward progress is going to give him a first down. The linesman from the far side came over and correctly marked forward progress. So it is first down with 2:45 to go. Moss is bottom of your screen as they go out. Lost by Watson, incomplete. Stops it with 2:38 remaining in the 4th.
All night long, the Patriots had a difficult time finishing drives. Finish, finish, finish. If they don't finish this one, it's over. Brady puts it right on the numbers of Ben Watson. Took his eyes off the ball, looking upfield for the contact, dropped it.
Let's just be thinking here. You need a field goal, a touchdown, a 2-point conversion. But they don't get a first down. If they have 4th and 4 or 5, they may go for a field goal. Just keep that in the back of your mind. Underneath Welker, yard shy of the first down. 2.5 to go. 11 catches Welker tonight. Oh, they marked that a first down. That's a very good spot they got there. So it's 1st and 10. Falk catching, out of bounds, save a play here before the 2-minute warning with 2:10 left.
The Bills continue to play that 2-deep shell. Brady's going to have to take a shot down the middle sooner or later. I believe there's an opportunity there.
We've said that all night. He's thrown 50 passes, and I think he's completed 35, and all of them have been underneath. There's been one throw, I think, tonight more than 15 yards down the field.
Brady, 35 of 49, 329.
Down the middle, shot, touchdown, Benjamin Watson. Down 5, they'll go for 2.
You keep working the outside. You keep working the outside. Eventually, you're going to get this route open down the middle. Tom Brady looks. Little pump fake to the right. All of a sudden, he knows he's got Ben Watson down the middle of that cover 2. Nice job of looking off, then coming back to Watson and puts it right on the money. Keith Ellison trailing on the play.
We're going to have Moss and Welker come down to the bottom of the screen here going for 2. Sammy Morris in motion. Huge two-point play. Brady. Conversion no good. Brian Scott comes up with it. And now they need a touchdown.
Now, Brady had an opportunity. He had Randy Moss in the back of the end zone. You know, Tom is not the kind of guy, once you get him moving outside the pocket, doesn't throw very well on the run. He had Moss in the back of the end zone.
Well, you're going to see Ben Watson running to the corner. They're going to have some traffic working underneath. But Tom Brady, he was thinking about a single cut, maybe to his halfback. But here he is leaving to the right. Looked like he had Watson a little bit earlier. But Scott did a nice job being a football player and reacting to Brady. Just a little bit late.
Hey, Groom, I've been looking forward to this all spring and summer. Because I don't have to guess what they're going to do. I got a head coach with me now. 3 timeouts left. 2:06 on the clock. Down 5. Onside kick.
You know, you have 3 timeouts left and a 2-minute drill. So that's a situation you got to consider. But I'm going to go for the onside kick. Give myself 2 chances to get the ball back.
You know what? I'm going to disagree with you, Coach. Super Bowl world champion coach. I think the Patriots give you some props there. I think the Patriots kick this deep and put it in the hands of their defense with 3 timeouts.
Well, the kickoff return just might give them the 2-minute drill.
In these situations where an onside kick is likely, the hands team is out there. Not a surprise one. Last year, 10% was the recovery rate for the kicking team. And there are new rules with the number of players you can put on each side of the ball, and they choose to kick it straight away. McKelvin has very little return set up and chooses to take it out anyway. And gets hit hard by Merriweather, and the ball came out. It's free at the 30. Who's got it? The Patriots do. What a mistake by McKelvin. The 2-minute warning. What a disastrous moment for the Patriots on that, for the Bills on that kickoff. Gives the Patriots this opportunity.
I don't know how it happens. They kick the ball deep. Leotis is backpedaling into the end zone. Put your knee down on the ground. And at the very least, protect the football. Critical mistake by the Buffalo Bills.
Give Pierre Woods credit for ripping it out. Pats take over at the Bills 31, down 5. They have 3 timeouts. Brady, Moss, 26. And remember, they have the hands team on the field as well. So you don't have all the regular blockers there. Merriweather, the big stick, he starts ripping at it. And Pierre Woods comes in and gets his hand on it to get it free. And at the bottom of the pile, the Pats came up with it.
94 Arena.
Brady, quick Welker to the 16. 80 seconds left.
Tom Brady is reading the blitz. He's triggering the center to go to handle it. He's throwing sharp slants right now, particularly to Wes Welker in the slot.
I believe in this situation, you'll see the Bills go to their coverage-based schemes. Brady's picking apart the blitzes.
Brady pumping, throwing, end zone, touchdown, Watson! Watson had 2 touchdowns all of last year. He has 2 in about a minute and a half here. The Patriots will go for 2 since it's a 1-point game.
Tom Brady waited for the most opportune time. The last 2 throws against that cover 2 down the middle, hitting the soft spot of that defense for 2 big touchdown passes.
Review upstairs. Review upstairs in the last 2 minutes. They want to make sure Watson held on, went to the ground, and was inbounds.
Once again, when you play 2 deep and you have a tight end that can run, here's Watson against Ellison, and Brady throws a perfect back shoulder throw. It's really a tremendous catch, but perfect location. I say that's good.
I would say that's a touchdown. Once again, that back shoulder throw, perfect from Tom Brady.
You watch and you see the ball make contact with the ground, but Watson has it up against the breastplate of his chest, of his shoulder pads on his chest the whole time.
I think that's what separates the Patriots. If you want to double Moss, you want to double Galloway, you want to give Ben Watson some chances down the chute, that's what happens.
So Scott Green goes under the hood for a look at it. Meantime, the Patriots are thinking about what to do on defense if they're down 1 or 3. Let's take one more peek here. Watch the ball as it comes to the ground there. And here's Scott Green, the referee.
After reviewing the play, the receiver maintained possession. The ruling on the field is confirmed. Touchdown.
And again, because his hand stays on the point of the ball attached to his body, that negates it making contact with the ground.
Yeah, it's that old Tampa Bay rule against the Rams a few years ago in St. Louis, where there was a questionable call that was overturned. That rule has since been changed. The ball can touch the ground if you have possession.
That was Brady's 39th completion, equaling a career high. Very important play here. For a 3-point lead. Incomplete for Moss. No flags. So the Bills can win it with a field goal. They have 2 timeouts and 50 seconds left. Terrence McGee comes up with the breakup. Yes. Well, Leotis McKelvin's the top kickoff returner by average in the National Football League last year. It was not his momentum. He was clearly back behind the goal line when he caught it. So it was fully within his right to take a knee. He was not obligated to take it out. And you see a lot of 31s and 22s and 27s. Those are the hand team guys.
But even after that, fall down. You don't need to. A yard means nothing right here. Get on the ground.
But I got to credit the New England Patriots. Merriweather holds up McKelvin, and he allows Pierre Woods to come in and go for the strip. And I know these New England Patriots, they talk about situations, and a dramatic turnover situation like that, that's just a heads-up play by Merriweather, giving Pierre Woods a chance. But now let's see Leotis McKelvin redeem himself.
Yep.
And let's see what Trent Edwards can do. There's plenty of time left.
A lot of time. 2 timeouts for the Bills.
Ryan Lindell, who's got 50-plus yard distance.
He's bringing this one out.
Here comes McKelvin. Nowhere to go. Down at the 21. Pat Chung, a rookie out of Oregon, made the play.
It's a second-round draft choice out of Oregon. And they have really upgraded their special teams through this past draft.
You know, guys, I'm looking at the score, 25-24, and I can't help but think of 2 years ago in Buffalo. That was the score the Bills lost on a Monday night to Dallas when Nick Folk made 2 50-plus yard field goals.
The Bills have given us great games the last 2 years on Monday night. Unfortunately for them and their fans, they have fallen short. 2 of the times, they got a chance to win this one.
Last year was a 56-yard field goal by Phil Dawson of Cleveland that beat him. And Trent Edwards moving down the field.
This is when you love the big body of Terrell Owens.
Patriots timeout.
And I think this is a situation. Okay, Alex Van Pelt is up in the press box. I don't even know who they have down there talking to Trent, but this is a defining moment for Trent Edwards. A lot has gone wrong in the last 5 minutes, but Trent, you've had nothing to do with it. Just keep your cool. You have 56 or 45 seconds left here in the football game. We have timeouts. We have plenty of time. We have a long-range field goal kicker. We need to get one first down at a time.
Well, just to make John's point, the offensive coordinator upstairs, not downstairs, it was Ryan Fitzpatrick, the backup, who's on the headsets. Now, you're thinking about Ryan Lindell's range. Can he make a long field goal? Going back to warm-ups and pregame, he was good for about 60 yards. So let's see how far down the field they could get. Can they get to the 40, which would be 39 yards from here? Edwards, middle. T.O. hangs on at the 40. First down.
Great throw. It's a three-man rush. Three-man rush, a lot of zone. Trent Edwards had struggled with that last year. He stands in or makes a great play.
Bills timeout.
You've got to love the throw by Trent Edwards. Here you see the three-man rush. Adalius Thomas drops out. He throws it over the top of him. Squeezes it into T.O. Running down the seam. Breaks it to the inside. The only place you could put that ball for a catch before Jonathan Wilhite can make the play.
Now at a clock stoppage, the New England Patriot defensive staff is back in the game. Be alert for pressure here.
The Bills need about 20 yards to get themselves in potential field goal range.
Edwards in trouble. Brought down. And the clock will keep running. Not using their last timeout. See, they did.
They let too much burn on that. You've got to be more decisive in using your timeout. That leaves them with no timeouts.
Back judge came running in. And reset the game clock to 28. Here was Lindell pregame in this direction from 60 yards. He has made in his career 15 field goals from 50 yards and beyond.
Great job by our camera guys, you know, taping all that stuff pre-game, showing them busting the 60-yarder. So you're looking right now, Trent Edwards, I need to get the ball to about the 42-yard line to give us a shot.
No timeouts, 28 seconds left. How's your play calling change?
Just make sure there are no sacks in this situation. A sack and the game is over. But we have to be aggressive, and we have to get out of bounds if the ball's in the middle of the field.
And if you don't get out of bounds, everyone has to hustle up for the clock call. Kill it, kill it.
Pressure, Edwards hit, incomplete. Great pass rush, Mike Wright up the middle.
The Bills are running deeper routes down the field. I think it would be judicious on their part to run something underneath. Short pass and run, try to get it out of bounds.
See T.O. being vocal in the huddle there. You know he wants it to come his way. Man coming free again, and Edwards is sacked.
They can't block it because it's fourth down.
Tully Banzer-Kane the sack. Clock is running. Bills have to run a play. Lee Evans is way downfield. They can't clock it. It's 4th and 20. This has to be for the game. Last snap. Off in time. Schumann catches it. He's got to lateral it back. He does to Parrish. Roscoe looking. Still alive. He's got T.O. on this side. Here comes Jackson down the sideline. Jackson's got to throw it up. He does not. It's fumbled behind him. Game's still going. Parrish now has it. Now the game is over. Patriots survive.
It doesn't get any crazier than that.